Okay, so I'm back again in the chapel. Here it is again, one more time for y'all. Okay, so this is week 3, and on week 3, our first thing is tell you about the service I did this past week. I've basically been doing Together Inc., like I told you guys, and it was kind of weird this week because I worked more with the people who volunteer there as a way to help get services done there, like it's a client kind of a thing. Like they volunteer there, work there, and then they get the goods that they help give out to other people, kind of a way. So that was kind of cool because I got to interact with some of the people, and it was definitely interesting. I didn't have very much for expectations, but definitely still not what I expected out of them. But I had a lot of fun. I'm going there again for my next service. That's the easiest one for me to go to, and I like going there. We're supposed to tell you about a time when we were in a position of need. And this one's kind of hard for me because it was about 2 years ago. At this point, I was heavily agnostic, almost atheist. I didn't believe there was a God out there. And if there was one, I didn't want one thing to do with him. I got really severely depressed to the point where I was going to kill myself. It was very hard for me because admitting I needed help was not something I was okay with, because to me there was nothing wrong. There wasn't anything wrong with the way I was acting. There wasn't anything wrong with the things I was thinking. There wasn't anything wrong with the things I was doing. And one of my friends, she saw that, and she asked me one night, are you thinking about killing yourself? And I said, yes. And she got my other friends together, and they went, and they got me some help. And that was really kind of hard for me to try and talk to my mom about that and tell her that I hated my life, that I hated who I was as a person, that I couldn't stand who I saw staring back at me in the mirror every morning, and that was really hard for me. And I guess what I really learned from that is that sometimes you just gotta help people. They're not gonna ask for it, they're gonna be too proud, or they're not gonna see that they need help. And so you need to ask for help. And of course at that point in time I didn't see God acting in my life at all, because as far as I'm concerned, he didn't exist. Well, now it kind of shapes me in a way that it was I need people, but more importantly, I need something bigger out there. I need something else to talk to. I need something else to, lean on in times when I don't feel like there is anybody else. And, whether that's God or me talking to myself, whatever, but it taught me that I need something bigger out there, and that, he's there to help me. I watched Amina's video, and something that she said that kind of was a wow factor to me was that's the way I think of it, but that's not how I put it. Was she was talking about how service is a way of being and for her it was what her faith has taught her is that it's you are doing this to be a part of God, kind of a thing, to be bigger than God. And it's kind of I think that's kind of a cool concept of how you're gonna help other people to be because you need other people, kind of a thing. And that's kind of touching on how I feel about service, that you need other people. And it was kind of really wow. And what made it easier to connect is it's she's somebody my age who's thinking that way. It makes it kind of easier to be oh, that's what I've been thinking. That's what that random thought inside of my head kind of sort of thing is. So I guess my question for you guys this week is how do you feel about asking for help? I know in this day and age it's, don't ask for help because you shouldn't ask for help. You should be able to do it by yourself. But how do you feel about asking for help? Is it hard? Is it easy? And who do you turn to the most? Is it God, your friends? Bye.